Welcome, everyone. Welcome, returning and new subscribers. It's great to have you all here. This is going to be a general collective energy update. We currently have the moon in the sign of Libra. So if you have a moon in Libra, obviously you may find some messages in here, or you may not. Take what resonates for you. Don't make anything fit. So we have the moon in Libra. And we're still in the season of Aries. Happy birthday, Aries. And that is polar opposite energy. Okay, we are approaching the full moon in Libra, so we have that vibe within this message we're about to receive for the collective. So welcome again. Okay, welcome again. And let's first start with the gratitude for being able to have this physical experience that we label as the human experience, and being thankful and grateful for being able to be in connection with what we would call angels, gods, goddesses, the universe, source. That is all a piece of us. That piece of us is our physical appearance, or appearance in a general sense of being on this planet in the physical sense. So let's see what messages we have. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of solar systems. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the galaxies. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul, specifically to the moon, as you are in full or on your way to full lunation in the sign of Libra, that has to do with balance, ruled by the planet Venus, which is dark matter as well, but it's nurturing. It's where you're able to grow. You are able to grow. I am able to grow. We are all able to grow. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of all that is of unconditional love. Let's see what the message is from the Moon Oracle deck first. Let's see what's the message we have here for the collective. Believing the impossible was here. A fiery climax approaches for Aries, which occurs during Libra season. So, okay. Polarity, duality is of importance. You and your loved ones are safe is the first message, or the basis of this message that we are all about to receive here, new moon in Cancer. So a clean slate when it comes to your home, family. This could also be for some of you who are in the real estate business. There could be this newfound potential that you have as a result of healing another area of your life. Well, let's see what's the message here we have for the collective. First card out, adjustments are required. Third quarter, more continue. Earth, spirit, the universe, infinite creative laws asking you to reevaluate. A time to give rather than take. Reevaluate. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So for some of you, this is about the vibes of giving in the past, stopping yourself from giving because you found that you were over giving, made the adjustments. After having made those adjustments, we have here, now it's a time for you to experience that change, where now you can experience the reciprocity. New moon in Taurus. The personal issue reaches resolution, so you and your loved ones are safe. So this may be connected again to family, where it's now time to give back, because now you have this higher sense of awareness as to what your purpose is. You knew what your purpose was before, but you was doing it from still a wounded space. So you weren't able to fully exercise the gift that you had. What's next? We'll know where we at with that. So for a card not to come out as we went through that shuffle, that's where we're on the right path. Okay, take time to breathe out. Okay. Wow. It was almost like this message is what's allowing you to be bold and make the first move in a particular situation where you have to take all your energy back from. But now that you went from the king or queen to the emperor or empress, you're now able to give because you have more than enough to give. Before you were still giving, but you were giving from an empty cup. So you had to heal yourself, and you really got the chance and the moment to see true colors of all around you as you had to replenish yourself without explaining what you were doing, because more than likely they wouldn't get what you were saying. And if you didn't follow me on this channel on IG, no one's here to understand you. That theory in itself will allow you, or that suggestion for yourself will allow you to keep doing what you're supposed to do for you and whoever's supposed to be around in the near future, or wherever the future places you to have that moment again as a reflection of right now, because the past, present, and future are all right now. So being bold and making the first move, you have you and your loved ones are safe. So again, we just went from a personal issue reaches resolution back to the new moon. So you see where this is going. Be bold and make the first move. For some of you, you have a lot of these wounds when it comes to your family. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a Chiron in Cancer. I feel like this is a message for Chiron in Cancer. I might more than likely even title it that, but all are welcome to this message because it has to do with the maternal wound. Everyone has to come through a maternal space. Okay, so let's see. Cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And I stopped at emotions are running high, super moon. So let's see what we get next. Step out of your comfort zone. Be bold and make the first move. Some of you may have a North Node in a cardinal sign. So that means North Node in Aries or Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Or you may have a North Node in Virgo. Step out of your comfort zone. Look at the bigger picture. 4944 had a lot to do with that ninth house energy and looking at the bigger picture to complete the cycle. It's not 309. Third time, Hierophant, 309. More here. Nothing will come of the situation. Let me get one more. What's the situation exactly? Fiery climax. So yeah, that's obviously confidence is the key to your success. And some of you may be tested with certain things or the way people may approach you about what it is that you're doing. You know what you're here to do. You know your connection to the divine. That is all that currently matters at this time. So stepping out of your comfort zone means trusting having that trust and faith and knowing between you and the divine about what it is that you're doing, regardless of how long it's taking you to get to where you're supposed to go. Message. Nothing will come of the situation. The fiery climax approaches because you're doing something more than likely that people have yet to even envision themselves doing. So if you're basically like an entrepreneur, you're around people who are more accustomed to the 9 to 5, you stepping out of your comfort zone to become an entrepreneur, it's like, yo, what are you doing? That's reckless. That's not safe. Like, you have to support yourself. How belongs to who? Source. Yes, the universe, God, the infinite creator of all. But that will only work if you have faith, knowing, and trust that is. But that trust and knowing is also a part of you. So you have to connect to that part of you. Whether those entities of distraction want to come towards you, all they can do is bounce off of you. Doesn't realize what you're doing in the spiritual realm in terms of your ascension and your expansion. It just knows it can no longer get to you. So it's going to go through all the tricks in the bag to see what it can get out to get to you. But you're on a level that is not the easiest to reach when you're connected to a certain paradigm. The alarm. Rest and rejuvenate. Nothing's going to come of the situation. You're on your way to happiness and joy. Confidence is the key to success. Be confident in what it is that you're doing. Continue to be the light and bring love into the situation, because the end to a tough cycle approaches. And whatever this nonsense is that is not of passion to reignite you, take time to breathe out, because energies around your emotions are running high. But with this full moon in Libra, as we are getting closer and closer to it, it's bringing the conclusions that are within that's going to assist you to take action on the practical plans that you've been making as it relates to the bigger picture. And you're realizing that your communication between you and the divine is the key, especially in moments where nothing is yet set in stone and all you have is your faith, and not to let your pride get in your way, and know when to work through your fears and how to work through your fears. Again, the how belongs to who? Source. And right back to the initial message of you and your loved ones is safe, followed by a personal issue reaches resolution. Just what? Have faith in your dreams, because what? A win-win outcome is forecast. All you must do is meditate and contemplate and rest assured and know to complete this cycle by the adjustments that are required, where now you're able to give rather than take. Know that you are good enough, more than enough. You know that, and you know that due to forgiveness. Forgiveness is for whom? You. And then that forgiveness, you're now able to show the world the real you, and in showing the world the real you, you're gaining this momentum as it relates to binding or bonding the masculine and feminine within you, which then brings that outside of you, and a new romantic cycle begins, because you decided to do well from the new moon to the full moon. In this full moon energy, you're going to be manifesting those higher levels of commitment, because you're willing to surrender to the divine, and you have the divine on your side, because you believe in all that is possible. And because you believe in all that is possible, the answers that you are needing for areas in your life that you're lacking are coming. And now has come the moment for you to release negativity, to even receive these answers. Because why? New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Double confirmation. And this is why adjustments are required, as your commitment has been tested when it comes to areas in your life of the past, to show you that you're very close to achieving your goal, what you need to release in order for you to balance spirituality and practicality to manifest the vision that you've been holding within you. We just went through the whole deck of the Moon Oracle deck just now, as guided by Source. Let me pull an energy card. Okay. Prosperity lies ahead. Gabriel was there for sure. What is the energy here for the collective? For sure, yes. 316 right now. What is the energy for the collective? just after going to the collective subconscious energy, which is connected to the moon. We have the angel of balance is bringing a lot of different possibilities. Well, a lot of different possibilities, many possibilities, adjacent possibilities. So there's going to be possibilities in areas where you never thought were even possible because it looks like the environment or the conditions aren't fit. So look in areas where you may see that it may not be fit, and you may find what it is that you're looking for. Or lying, rather. The energy here. We have the thinking man. Thinking man. Let's get a tarot card here to clarify the thinking man's message. We're going to look at the practical side of it, and then we're going to dive deeper into it intuitively. What is the thinking man's message here? Temperance. Okay. And we have at the bottom of the deck King of Swords. So ooh, this is somebody who's been watching the whole entire time here. 317. Last time Jupiter conjunct Neptune was 317, 1856. We have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, at the top of the deck, and the King of Swords. This is what I'm saying. Somebody's been watching to bring in an offer that is it. For some of you, it could be a record deal, but don't sell out though. Don't sell yourself out on some real shit. Make sure you own what you got. The thinking man, male of wisdom and understanding. This male of wisdom could be a Sag for some of you, or you may have Mars, Jupiter, and Sagittarius. That could be significant as well. We have here, this card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is a thoughtful, reflective man representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now or about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. This card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to his information, learning what you can. A new discipline, technique, course of study, healing practice could change your life forever. It's cellular DNA reconstruction that keeps coming up. But what I'm seeing here is like whatever, once this mix has been completed, it changes your life forever. Once this has fulfilled the process it has to undergo, it's like from a caterpillar to a butterfly, your life changes forever. I am willing to learn new things is the affirmation for the thinking man. I am willing to learn new things. It is safe and comfortable for me to be open and share. So it's time to break through and move in this direction now, collective. Remember, what you learn during your own growth, you'll be able to share with others, often adding your own compassion and profound personal wisdom. Now, let's look at this temperance energy. Like as I said before, we're going to read the practical side of it. A heavenly figure, shrewded in stars, carefully pours water into a golden cup of fire to a silver cup of water. Here we have the integration of opposites. Silver represents the subconscious and gold the conscious. Fire and water also bring opposite elements. It shows the constant flow and balance necessary to attain harmony, sometimes referred to as the alchemist. This card shows opposites being blended successfully. That makes sense. It's like the intuition is beginning to fit into where it wants to go for the moment, blossom, and then take off into another process. Again with this interpretation here, not again with this interpretation, but continuing on with the interpretation of temperance. Temperance can represent moderation, having patience, the ability to compromise to find satisfactory solutions, diplomacy and cooperation, and balanced emotions. Use your discernment when compromising. That's all I'm saying. It is a card of successfully integrating opposite forces with harmony and compatibility. It suggests a perfect union. It can also represent a receptive environment for reconciliation to take place. Where justice represents balanced thought, temperance stands for balanced emotions. Always a lovely, gentle card when it appears in readings, and temperance angel often brings healing. Let me get one more card here. So the masculine, divine masculine, is healing here, which is now able to move forward on a plan of higher levels of commitment. Some of you, this is a love interest. Could be a fire sign, or could be someone who is a magician who has the connection to the fire intuition, like water. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles comes out. Water is one thing when it comes to intuition, but fire changes it all here. So we have fire changing it all. There's timing has come for one to access this portal, this opening, this new beginning. Ten of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. But this Ten of Wands is different from most, because in this one, this person is willing to carry the burden with the knowing of their spirit guides around the entire time. So part of the alchemy was knowing your connection to the divine. This is what I mean about knowing what you know and not allowing your outside influences to distract you, because they are not on the same page possibly or level as you when it comes to you perceiving what reality is to begin with. Now this looks like the moon, or it could be Pluto. Pluto. Let me get one more here. Well, we got two. Ooh. There goes the Cancerian energy again. That was part of the restriction. Now Cancer and Capricorn are polar opposites, which is what we have here. So the balance of the opposites, the giving and the restricting, the yes and the no's, the balance between the yes and the no. Let me see. This offer could be coming from a Capricorn. An offer, or not this offer, but an offer could be coming from a Capricorn. Let me get another message here. Energy right now. What is this? The healer of the ages. Whoa, I'm telling you, this person has a lot of power. They have been sent to you. God sent. God sent. This is something you manifested then. Angel of strength. Brought light to it. It brought the energy to it. With gentleness though. Wow. Brought life to it, but you brought life to something quite demonic, and you handle it with gentleness, and that shit was odd. Because you're connected to gods of gods. Like you're connected to the knowledge that trains gods and goddesses. You're the alchemist. You have the portal of changing the entire environment because you're an alchemist. This could also be a divine masculine having an epiphany as to the power a divine feminine has as a healer of this age. Your Chiron energy, this is another message. Your Chiron energy is going to tell you a lot about the past that is now. That you're giving energy to. The past that is now that you're giving energy to, which is why this angel of strength is coming out. The yin and the yang. This is what allows you to really be the master builder when you put the left brain and the right brain together for physical aspects type of shit. But 515 could be significant too. May 15, 1946 or 1846. Neptune. Wow. What's the message, Neptune? We're going to the star. Going to the stars and the hidden realms. Let me get one here. Stars message. Neptune, what's up? Neptune, what's your message? Neptune says, the seas of Mintaka. Neptune says, seeing potential, bring the unconscious to light. Neptune is all about the hidden. I said, you're going to go to the hidden worlds for that reason. You're not for everyone. I'm telling you. With this type of power, to be gentle in areas of your life or with people in your life that are demonic or want to cause delays, even if they don't subconsciously know that that's what they're doing, that shit right there. A whole nother different entity. Hidden worlds. Hidden world is this one. Last time we did use this, we had the mirror here. Other lives, past life, dimensional lives. I split the deck to the mountain goddess. High vibration, mindfulness, power of the mind. Mindfulness is the age of Aquarius. Slogan, mantra, however you want to put that. Let's see. It's the unconsciousness you want to bring to light next from hidden worlds. Wow, the oracle. Sacred living spirit speaking intervention. Okay. Animal spirit, go ahead. See where this goes. Neptune is speaking to the collective. Here we go. The unicorn and the scorpion. Let's go for it. Neptune's message will go to whomever shows up here first. The unicorn. Reconnecting to higher wisdom of divinity, and we know the scorpion to be a message of transformation. So it says here, it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intention comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, or maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to the curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, contemplating the explicable. The mind's eye knows there's something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. Almost 333. You are the unicorn and you have begun your quest for the answers. The answers you need are coming. Let's see, where was that? Where was? The answers you need are coming was under it's time to release negativity and on top of believe in the impossible. Straight unicorn. It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn horn extends. The center is called the Ajna chakra, or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our two eyes see the past and present, while this third eye peers into the future. Now, our final message will be the Scorpion, which is classified in this as fire. Water fighter, transformation, passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to complain about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery, fun self. Fiery but fun self. When you're in balance, wild and free, and fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved. To bring into balance honesty and forgiveness. And that spirit of jealousy is basically what we all come with until we decide to acknowledge that we're driven by a life of drama. And in that moment, you're forced to connect to your higher self or the shaman within you, which now those spirits of jealousy and entity don't have any door to knock on because that just doesn't exist in your world. In your world, like time doesn't exist in a God's world, an interdimensional quantum physics vibe. So that's all we're here to do. Experience life till we get to that point and experience life in the physical form doing that. Age of Aquarius, let's go, let's do it.